How Sanchez used regional elections as a rehearsal for national vote and promised various initiatives to attract voters. Spain's Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez faced a tough challenge in May 2021, when he had to deal with regional elections in 13 of the country's 17 autonomous communities. His Socialist Party, PSOE, was defending its position as the largest party in most of these regions, but it faced strong competition from the Conservative People's Party, PP, and the far-right Vox. Sanchez decided to use the regional elections as a rehearsal for a national vote, which he planned to call for July 2023, 2 years ahead of schedule. He hoped that by showing his leadership and vision for the country, he could win back some of the voters who had drifted away from his left-wing coalition government. Sanchez made several promises and announcements during the campaign, aimed at different sectors of the electorate. Some of these were: he pledged to increase the minimum wage by 15% by 2023, saying that it would benefit more than 6 million workers and boost consumption and growth. He announced a plan to create 800,000 jobs in the next 3 years, mainly in the green and digital sectors, with the help of European Union recovery funds. He vowed to reform the pension system and guarantee its sustainability and adequacy for future generations. He committed to strengthening the public health system and expanding vaccination against COVID-19, which had hit Spain hard during the pandemic. He proposed a new law to protect women from violence and discrimination, and to promote gender equality in all spheres of society. He offered dialogue and reconciliation with the Catalan separatists, who had been pardoned by his government in June 2021 after being jailed for their role in the 2017 independence bid. He defended Spain's unity and sovereignty against any external threats or interference, especially from Morocco, which had sparked a diplomatic crisis with Spain over the migration issue. Sanchez hoped that these initiatives would attract voters who were looking for stability, progress, and social justice. He also tried to portray himself as a moderate and pragmatic leader, who could work with different political forces and find common ground. He contrasted his style with that of the PP's Isabel Díaz Ayuso, who had won a landslide victory in the Madrid regional election in May 2021 by adopting a confrontational and populist approach. However, Sanchez's strategy did not pay off as he expected. The regional elections showed that his party had lost ground in many areas, especially in rural and industrial regions where it had traditionally been strong. The PP and Vox gained support from voters who were dissatisfied with Sanchez's handling of the pandemic, the economy, and the territorial issue. The results also indicated that Sanchez would face a tough challenge in forming a majority in the national parliament if he called an early election. Sanchez did not give up on his plan to hold a snap election in July 2023, but he realized that he needed to change his tactics and address some of the weaknesses of his government. He reshuffled his cabinet in July 2021, bringing in younger and more diverse ministers who could connect better with the public. He also focused more on delivering results and implementing his promises, rather than making new ones. He hoped that by doing so, he could regain some of the trust and confidence that he had lost among his voters.